When we think about purpose and potential and what is my future life and why am I not getting there when I have this voice that calls me to do these things, yet I never actually action what that voice is saying. No one else can hear that voice, but yet it's talking. The ears around me cannot hear this voice, but yet I can. And people generally don't know how to interpret nor listen to that voice. And one thing that you should do is question yourself, especially in the callings you have to do things, yet do not do them nor listen to them. Okay, what is the voice in which has spoken, but near ears cannot hear? But you, yet you silence, or it is being silenced by the design of what doesn't want you to express your potential. Now, I'm going to dive into your current world that you live in. And just think about this is your life, okay? We're so easily just in the life and not actually knowing or observing or conscious. It's just boom, boom, boom. I went to this work, I got up for breakfast, did this thing, boom, 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 and we never like literally sit down and think and go, oh, this is what I'm doing, and I've done this for like the last year or 2 years, and fuck, actually, whoa, so many things have changed, yet I haven't changed. And then they say, oh, if you don't change, nothing changes. Ah, okay, whoa, it took me 2 years to catch up on that, okay? Everyone's going to be on a different spectrum. You might be going, oh my god, that's happened to me. I'm stopping this video and I go, fuck, that's happened to me, okay? So, we'll dive into this. Okay, so generally the most important things for people is going to be topics of health, relationships, spirituality, wealth, okay? And then ideally what I'd want you to do is imagine you have a piece of paper. Let's just say you do one piece of paper, health, wealth, relationships, spirituality, okay, cool. And then all you'd want to do with yourself is outline them into sub topics, okay? So everyone more than likely is going to go down to health, look at themselves in the mirror, like, am I happy about what I see in the mirror, am I not? Okay, what was my past self, what is my current self, and where's my future self, okay? These are like the 3 stages that you want to be looking at. And generally we have our current world, okay, that's where we are now. Then we have time and space, and what that's filled up with will dictate the ideal world, okay? And then the ideal world is whatever you envision. So in this outline, what I'd want you to do is, okay, let's have a look at what has our past health been, what is our current health, and what is our future health, okay? What does it look like for you? And then we might bring that down into behaviors of what that would be indicative of, okay? So if I did the behaviors of health, okay, what is my eating like? What is my stress like? What is my relationships with people around me like? What is the relationship with myself like? Okay? And then you can really see, right, am I watering and putting my energy into this plant here that is growing and growing and growing? And if I keep on feeding this plant or stress or this plant that I'm inviting to grow, is that in alignment with my ideal outcome or the life in which I envision? Okay? Or do I have to kill this thing because it's actually detracting and taking my finite amount of energy, finite amount of time I have in my life to do the things that I want to do and would love to do and have this ideal outcome? And then, how do we do this? It's self-assess, okay? So, you can do assessments, but self-assessments, okay? So, these assessments like Spiral Dynamics, Myers-Briggs, which is a personality test, human design, has to do with like a lot of different modalities that come from different realms, such as like if someone's zodiac sign, you have astrology or numerology, astrology, etc., and a bunch of things, and then they've combined this together to do it like your date of birth and all sort of stuff and timing. Okay, anyways, I I digress. Okay, we'll go back to where I was at. Okay, so pull the threads of where you're at and where you are at with them. Okay, and then however you can measure them, or what you indicate as a measurement of that thing. Okay, so if you go, hey, my physique is a 6 out of 10 and I want it to be a 10 out of 10, and what is that for you? Okay, so you decide what that is. So it could be physique, it could be performance, it could be longevity. Okay, that's your bucket. And then you have a bucket here, bucket here, bucket here, and then you're like, oh, do you know what? In the longevity, I think I'm pretty good. It's nearly full actually, and I don't really get any injuries. I'm all fine. But on my performance and genie macaroonies, like that just is not there. Okay, I really need to get to this handstand push-up, this one-arm chin-up, and I need to get this Nordic, but I can't do them. And I need to get closer in these. So that bucket also has to go up. What are the contributing factors to those things? It's strength, it's the programming, okay? Those are the systems. Or you'd have to behave the system of going to the gym. Eating well, sleeping well, resting well. Boom, 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 okay? And again, you can just pull the threads of those things, like I just showed you, in health, in your relationships. How past ones went, how's your current one, how's your friend group, how's your reference group, does that align with where you want to go? Spirituality, so many endeavors in which you could go down in that, okay? Some people say, you're yin, meaning inward, yang, meaning outward, okay? So your yang for your spirituality, for your head, or whatever might be the gym. Your yin might be you, it's a outwards action, which is the gym, okay? But it actually internally centers yourself, okay? Or someone might go out and just put their feet in the grass and then just sit in the grass or touch a tree or whatever, and they just feel like, okay, that's gone. I feel the weight is off me, okay? Or yoga, whatever it might be, or affirmations, mantras, etc. Then wealth, okay. What are my current spending habits? Where do I want to go with this? Okay, I know inflation's happening, roughly around, I think 16% per year. Oh, my money in the bank is actually devaluing. Okay, so then could I invest in something that has a higher return investment than 16%? Oh, yeah, I could actually, yeah, that's actually pretty smart. Oh, what could I invest in? And then again, you have a money making vehicle that's going to make your life better than the current life that you're living, and the spending habits that you have, and then maybe the spending habits that you have, it could do with things that you pay for something and you piss it out. Yeah, that drink that I got. I don't know what next. Okay. Anyways, each to their own. It's just being aware of these things and that you are making those choices. And don't be surprised when you multiply out your life that you will get a result, and you are getting results of those choices. Okay? Anyways, so we have Maslow's hierarchy of needs. So most people are going to know, hey, do I have food? Do I have somewhere to sleep? And do I have shelter? And do I feel protected? Yeah, I do. Okay, perfect. Most people that listen to this video in the first world are going to have that covered, okay? But the thing is, most people think they are operating on the lens of which they have made about the world, but it's actually one that's been conditioned for them to see through, okay? And if I'm going to say this, it's like, imagine we have a kid and then yourself, or a PhD person, okay? And the kid, let's just say, has a vocabulary of 400, okay? And then we have the PhD person, maybe 25,000 words. Both of them are going to have completely different views of the world. We can factor in age, we can factor in, let's say, experiences in life, etc. Okay, but let's just say, to bring it more to relativity, that with the 18-year-old who still has 400 words, and then we have the other 18-year-old who has 25,000 words. Then we look at these both, and then when we think about the world, or when they think about the world, one has filled up a bucket very, very large in comparison to the other bucket, okay? And then you can do the maths out on that, okay? Let's say it's X amount of times, or times amount in the other person. And then you go, whoa, What do we use language for? We use language for expressing things, okay? And then when we express things, we generally lead to other things in which we find out. Oh, but no. When language is the limit to expression, or is it the limit to expression? It can be a lot of times. I can't express myself. That's what people are saying, okay? This 18-year-old with 400 words can't really express. So what I'm getting at with you here is when we talk about a perspective, okay, and perception of the world, perception is like you, yourself. Perspective is being able to operate out of your world into someone else's and see from their lens of what they are seeing, okay? The ability of this person over here with the 25,000 words has a lot of flexibility because they have a lot of ways of operating within different realms, because that's what the words give more opportunity to see what's in front of them. They might see what I'm wearing right now and go, one might go, that's black. Oh, but the other one goes, oh, that's synthetic material. And then actually, do you know what, that's bleached and things, and then that goes into your skin, and then it goes into your hormonal system, and then your skin starts to get spots. And then the reason why you're getting spots is because your body wants to detox itself and wants to get these toxins out and away from the internal organs because it's not safe. And then that's why you put on these acne creams, and then that's why when you put that on, all it does is it helps out the, you know, the epithelial layer of the skin. And then that person goes on and on and on and on and goes delves deep. But the one that only had 400 words can only get the black t-shirt and doesn't see beyond that. And then you go, fuck. Do you know what? In my life, my belief systems, or what I seem to believe, but what I've been told to actually believe, is not what I believe. It's what I think is my choice, but I actually never made that choice. I know that seems like a lot of word play and a bit confusing, but let's just say, who told you treat thy neighbor like thyself, or treat thy neighbor like to whom you would like to treat yourself, okay? And, okay, who told me that? That was in the Bible, and obviously I'm paraphrasing something exactly like that, but I think people will generally get that reference. And, okay, that's what I've been told to do, so then I act in a way, and it makes me think this way about interactions with people, okay? But someone else and their belief system might go, fuck that, no, it's all for me. Anyone else? Not a chance. That's my belief system. I operate on this lens, and you cannot tell me otherwise, okay? And then they're going to get a certain amount of results for their life, okay? And then you realize, whoa, actually, what if I could apply multiple perspectives and gain different foundations to see the world I'm currently in? Because the current world and the current results I'm getting is indicative of the foundations, and the foundations have been laid upon me via the system of, say, schooling, or your endeavours and interests of which you have, or your reference group and what they do. So most people, it is, I'm going to go to my 9 to 5, then on the weekend I'm going to go do this thing and go play PlayStation, then I might go to the gym, and then me and the boys are going to meet up on the weekend, we're going to go out, and then we're going to smash out a few cans, and then we're going to go for pre-drinks. After pre-drinks we're going to go into town, going to get a taxi, then from the taxi going to spend our night out and then do whatever, and then say we had a whopper night and then go to the chipper after the chipper, wake up with a hangover, then after the hangover go, fuck that, you know, I'll get another chipper, and then the cycle continues, and then they've done this for the last 50 years of their life, and then they go, actually, you know what, fuck that, actually here, let's go to the chipper again. And then it's beyond me that someone can live that way. But the thing is, that's them, their system, their belief system, but they never broke out of it. And then they complain to you about, and ask you, how come I can't change my life? What can I not do? And how come I'm not doing this thing? Whoa, because it's the foundations they're operating on, okay? And then if that's the foundations they're operating on, no wonder they got those results. So if you're looking for certain results in your health, relationships, spirituality, wealth, okay, design that for yourself. Design your health system, design your relationship system, design your spirituality system and wealth system. But Kevin, how do I know if I'm actually successing towards this outcome in which I envision for myself? Well, okay, we have a successing feedback loop formula that you can operate on. Easy peasy. Okay. Now, let's just say you got new information that was relative to the outcome in which you want. Okay. That would be step one. New information relative to the outcome I want, and it's specific to the outcome I want. Okay. Let's go step two. You action that new information repetitively with what you would determine, if you were to pull it out, as repetition. Okay. What is the quality of that repetition? Like, what makes that repetition an actual good repetition? Okay. Then we deploy that as density of action. So the density meaning like, whoa, that is dense brick that you made there in concrete. It's not just water, it's actually foundations and brick and mortar. Okay. Then you go, okay, I'm going to define what that is for myself. Then what I'm going to do is, so I'm actioning my repetitive quality reps of action, and then I get a result. Okay, there's obviously going to be a gestation period for the seed of this action that you put down, and you're watering, repetition, give it nutrition, boom, 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 boom. Then it's going to grow. Okay, then you got this result of this plant or this thing that you grew. Then you ask yourself, right, so I got a result, that was step 3. Then 4, analyze what that result was. Feedback, okay, right, what is the criteria for this feedback, for this result that I got in this plant, okay? Did the plant grow or did it not grow? Pretty yes or no, right? How come it didn't get to this stage when I expect to get to this stage, okay? Okay, is it the amount of time actually? Actually, it needs more time, but I'm actually doing the right things. Oh, how would I know that? Well, we have step 5, which would be reassess next steps to take relative to your analysis and feedback. But how do I actually know it's the right step to take, or that, I'm actually doing the process the way I should be doing the process, etc., etc.? Then you could ask someone that's achieved that result already. So like, ask your coach or a person who has achieved what it is you so desire, or a sound person in that realm of which you were trying to be successing at, and then you actually know that more than likely you're going to get that result, and that it's not just information that was given from someone that's like, oh yeah, I think lose fat, quality, any calories you can just have in your body, no problem. Like, if you're in a calorie deficit, you can eat whatever you want as long as you're below that. So like, here, if you're 1,500 calories and you have 1,400 Snicker bars, and that equals 1,400 calories, you're going to lose weight, bro. Okay. Obviously, they're not healthy calories. Obviously, there's going to be shitloads of problems coming on from that. So, the person doesn't know what they're talking about. Right. So, again, you have to use contrast and examples to make shit more relevant versus just all talk, yeah? So, step 6, what are we talking about? Apply the adjustments / advice for implementation and establish successing metrics. So again, I did say to you, have a measuring stick, okay? Calibrate via measuring stick. Example, 1 to 10. That's my measuring stick, okay? Now, in all this, in your current world and what you're living in, when I talk about the lens in which you see the world, either a straw lens, or you're looking from that view of like, 2004, actually my health's here, this is here, that's here. Ooh, fuck, do you know what? My health is actually affecting my work, and my work, since my health is fucked up, my work rate has gone down, and then actually I'm in sales, and the energy that I get from doing my sales goes up when my health goes up, and then my sales goes up, and then my money goes up. Okay, so then my relationships get better, then my wealth gets better, and then actually I have more time to invest into my spirituality, because actually that's a bucket that I haven't developed yet, and I want to develop it because I know that's something that I have a calling to do. I'm actually listening to this voice inside that's told me to do this thing. Okay, most people, or not most people, but some people will go vegan or go on a fast because the body just says, here, I don't want to eat. But people go, do you know what? Actually, fuck it. I'm not listening to that voice. But obviously there was something of the voice that no one else can hear but you, and has told you to do something, yet you don't listen to. Because why? Because there's all these distractions, there's all these things that, I have to go do this thing, because why do I actually have to go do this thing? Like, why can I not eat that food when my body's telling me not to? Oh, because I don't know what that means. Like, how does that make sense? Does it make sense that your body does all its bodily functions without you constantly thinking about it? Oh, it's doing X amount of oxygen and the release of X amount of carbon dioxide and oxygen at the same time while, you're breathing, and then the amount that you've told now to breathe, and then your legs and the muscle that you're building, you never told the muscle to be built, but you're doing the actions to get the muscle built because then the amino acids, whatever the fuck. Okay? Anyways, doesn't matter. What I'm getting at here, and what I just say to you is, if you have distractions, assess what the distractions are. Are you happy that you're sacrificing your ideal life for the distractions of which you know are distractions? Okay. For the life in which you see yourself and want to live, if it's time, freedom, have a family, live the life, get the ideal physique, live with your friends abroad, travel the world. But no, I want to be on my phone and I want to watch TikToks. You decide. Okay? Again, these are things that are your choices. Okay? But the people behind these things that you're making choices for are engineered in a way where they know they want you to stay. And they know how to make you stay. And it's like positive productivity. I'm not going to do this thing, but I actually got return on investment because I put my energy towards this thing. Maybe 100% you did, but if you multiplied out what you were doing over a time scale of 10 years, 1 year, or 6 months, etc., would you be happy about the results that you're getting? Probably not. You've probably been in the same fucking place, except you just got all this new information. But new information, we all read books, but it doesn't mean, I've read 1,000 self-help books, but actually, I'm still in a shit spot because I've never practiced the things that the book said to do, and I never got an actual experience or knowledge because I've never actually applied those things. Because information is information. Someone can give you content and context, but can't give you experience unless you've gotten a repetition of experience. You've actioned it, then you've got experience, then you got knowledge. Okay? Again, these are different words. Information and knowledge are different things. Knowledge, I'm speaking from my knowledge of what I can see in the world, and then what I want to help you out with and see in the world, and how to assess your world and what things you don't even know you're operating on that now, hopefully, if I've explained it in some understandable ways, that you go, okay, actually, do you know what? I didn't see it through my little straw lens. Now I've actually opened up and I can see, there's all these, all these pieces here, and I want to be playing chess. I don't want to be playing checkers because I feel like I've just been checkmate. Or checked, actually, I think. That kind of concludes your current world, the one that you live in. And thanks for tuning in. And if you have any questions below, just shoot me any questions. I love questions. And hope you have a great day. Follow along the journey with fitness, thoughts, perspectives, whatever it may be. Subscribe below, and appreciate it.